Live and on demand, it's Morning News Now, powered by EagleZip.com. It's Wednesday, April 26, 2017. As you take a look at our Northwest Arena, 54 degrees and overcast skies. I'm Storm Hartman.
And I'm Justin Gould. Here's what's trending at WNYNewsNow.com. A city man busted following a domestic violence incident, and a former Elmira hockey player sentenced after killing his wife. But first,
a 19-year-old Albion man was killed when the truck he was driving veered across northbound lanes of Route 77 in the town of Alabama and crossed into oncoming traffic, striking a tree head-on. State police say the victim, identified as Joseph Manley, was pronounced dead at the scene. The cause is still being investigated.
And a Jamestown man was arrested early Wednesday morning and charged with criminal mischief following what police are calling an act of domestic violence. The incident happened shortly before 1 a.m. at a building in the 500 block of East 5th Street. Police say 39-year-old Howard McAvoy physically assaulted a woman while she was on the ground and then smashed out her bedroom window as he was trying to take property back that reportedly belonged to him. Now, McAvoy took off before police got there, but they eventually caught him walking down the street a short time later. McAvoy spent the night in jail and will appear in court at some point today.
Former Elmira hockey player Thomas Clayton will spend the rest of his life in prison without parole after he was convicted of orchestrating his wife's brutal murder in 2015. Tanner Jubinville has more on the gruesome tale.
Jury would be the true lie detector in a case of this sort.
Final pleas from Thomas Clayton and his defense attorney failed to have any effect on his sentencing. After polygraph results and more attempts to point out flaws in the prosecution's investigation, Thomas was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole for orchestrating his wife's murder. For the special prosecutor in the case, the sentence wasn't surprising, especially after it was the same sentence Michael Beard received for his role in the crime.
Because this guy, as the attorneys for Beard said, this guy was the mastermind. He was the true predator in the case. He can say all he wants about our witnesses, but why didn't he take the stand and offer his own defense?
During sentencing, some of Kelly's family and friends read statements aloud to the court. All of them said Kelly was a loving mother, sister, friend, and more, and if it weren't for Thomas Clayton, she'd still be alive today. They also discussed the horrific effects the murder has had on the Claytons' 2 young children. Thomas also spoke for the first time in the case. At one point, Clayton was yelling to the courtroom that he had absolutely nothing to do with his wife's murder. Thomas also said that he felt Kelly's family and friends have disgraced her since her death. Even after Thomas Clayton's sentence was handed down, his defense team and family maintain that he's innocent and that they'll still fight to free him.
There truly is a Thomas Clayton that is known to the world who is a remarkable human being. And I think that, unfortunately, the evidence spun out of control. I think there are issues that will be raised on appeal, which presumably will see us back here a year from now.
I am extremely proud and honored to call Thomas my son. I will hold my head high and not be ashamed. He has carried himself well in spite of the huge miscarriage of justice that has come his way.
Prosecutors say Clayton had his wife killed because he wanted out of the marriage, but didn't want to risk losing money in a divorce. Clayton's attorney says they will appeal the conviction.
Next on Morning News Now, Congressman Tom Reed reacts to Trump's tax cuts, but first a look at your Skyline weather forecast.
Sunglasses on today, umbrella out for the drive home tomorrow. A strong cold front will cross western New York later Thursday afternoon, triggering off showers and thunderstorms, some of which could be locally strong to severe, with heavy rainfall and strong gusty winds the primary threats. Main timing for these storms between 5 and 9 p.m. The guys at the Storm Prediction Center out in Norman, Oklahoma has outlined all of western New York under the less than average marginal risk for severe thunderstorms Thursday afternoon. The threat is low, but stay on guard. When it comes to thunderstorms, you expect the unexpected. Make sure you have a way of getting warnings. Here's your Skyline weather forecast. Nice sunshine on tap for today. Highs in the mid-70s. For tonight, Clear skies, upper 50s. And tomorrow, sunshine early, which could fuel storm development for later in the afternoon. Highs around 84, which could easily tie or break the record, which is 84 degrees, set in 1984. It's a stormy heat wave coming our way. I'm forecaster Dakota Hunter in the Weather Center. More local news coming up as Morning News continues.
EagleZip.com is your local one-stop shop for all of your home and business computer needs. Located on Fluvanna Avenue Extension, just outside of Jamestown, EagleZip.com sells and services all brands of desktops and laptops, as well as servers and network equipment for your business. All new computer sales include transferring your data from your old computer, plus a 2-year warranty. Call EagleZip.com today.
Stop by EagleZip.com today and let us make computers easy for you.
The team that puts coverage first. We have some breaking news. Police confirming now that Steve Stevens was found dead in Erie, Pennsylvania.
His house is on fire and it's dangerously close to the Appleyard Terrace.
Fire crews battling another blaze.
It needs to be treated as the terrorist act that it is.
He got the ball, he just went to the hoop and he shot it.
And as for the star of the show, Tucker Pierce.
I feel good.
Proceeds from the Battle of the Classes going to the Alex Folk Foundation.
50 years of service and dedication to anything is very impressive. You put your life on the line for your neighbors.
It's just something that I think people should do. You have to give back to the community.
WNY News Now, where coverage comes first. Area Congressman Tom Reed is reacting this morning to President Trump's new tax reform plan. Reed telling regional media he's been working with other federal lawmakers on reforming the nation's 70,000-page tax code for quite some time. And the details on those plans are pretty scarce, but experts predict the plan will include a massive corporate cut from 30 to 15%.
The state labor department says Chautauqua County's jobless rate fell a full point between February and March. Officials say the county had about 3,400 people on unemployment in March. Despite the jobless rate falling to 6.1%, the county's rate is still much higher than the state's average of 4.3%.
And NASA is plotting the Cassini satellite on its final mission in Saturn's orbit today. The satellite was launched nearly 2 decades ago, and over the next few months, Cassini will pass between Saturn and its rings 22 times before a controlled crash into Saturn will officially decommission the spacecraft. And Storm NASA is telling us that the reasons for destroying Cassini is so that the Earth-based pathogens on board do not affect Saturn's moon, where there could potentially be life, and those pathogens would kill that.
Yeah, and I love any stories about space. Space has always been something that I've wanted to see, but these satellites that are in orbit around these different planets give me some form of an insight to what's out there past Earth.
Yeah, and it's really cool. Like, we were looking at the depictions that they had, and obviously that's not like real footage. It's made, but these satellites are able to send back images and even video. And it's just incredible because they're just so far away. It's unreal and almost unimaginable what they can show. So for more on that, head over to saturn.jpl.nasa.gov. I believe they have a live stream as well, and they'll be talking about it. So right now we are shifting gears, and we are making a phone call because we have a special birthday announcement. It is now ringing. My grandmother is celebrating a big birthday today, so let's try to get her on the line. It's ringing. Hopefully she answers. That would be weird. We set this up. She knows we're calling.
I hope she remembers to pick up.
Yeah, I know.
Leave a message.
Oh boy, she didn't answer. Let's just try one more time, Grandma.
Come on, Grandma.
Live television, folks. You don't know what's going to happen.
Exactly.
Right? Or I guess this is a web stream, technically.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're still live.
Still live, though. Grandma. Grandma. Earth to grandma. Hey, it's topical.
One more ring.
Leave a message.
Nope, and that's it. Hey, happy birthday, Grandma, if you are watching, so we will move on.
We did remember you.
We
Don't
did remember
forget.
you. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Justin's grandma. We return tomorrow with another edition of Morning News Now.
In the meantime, be sure to follow us on social media at WNY News Now. It's where coverage comes first.